Hey guys, Paul from Ashen. Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of February 12th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by shirts. You can't have too many of them. Unless you have one of these, and then you can have too many. Yeah, you really can't. You can have more. There are several designs. Buy them.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls. Time to talk about trades, so don't skip forward. You like this part. This is where I tell you about the trades. They always skip the trades.
I know.
I don't know why you don't love the trades. You love us, you just don't love the trades. I don't care. Batman, Dark Detective, Volume 3. This is some 80s to 90s detective stories. We got Animal Man by Grant Morrison. A lot of people really dug his run on that. We got Rat Queens, Volume 7. Kind of shocked this is still going on. We've got Space Bandits from Millar. Everybody loves Millar and his little Netflix deal. Wonder Woman by George Perez, Volume 4. This is fantastic. Everybody should read George Perez's Wonder Woman. We got Reaver, Volume 1, which collects issues 1 through 6. Billy Batson and the Magic of Shazam. I love the artwork on this. Really good. We got Black Widow, Epic Collection, Volume 1. This collects a lot of her early stuff into probably around her Daredevil appearances. Swamp Thing, Tales from the Bayou. This is a hodgepodge of stuff, but it looks like some good stories in there. Harley Quinn and the Gotham Girls. I don't know, it was a miniseries, apparently. I know why they skipped the trades. Miles Morales, Zatanna and the House of Secrets, another one of these DC Kids graphic novels. Marvel Action Avengers, The Fear Eaters. This is the greatest book ever because it has MODOK. Probably. Marvel Action Spider-Man Bad Luck, Black Cat story. Minecraft. Who doesn't love Minecraft? How do you read a book about Minecraft?
I have no idea. I don't know how you can barely play a game like Minecraft.
It's adult Legos. It's great. Anyways, Strangers in Paradise, the new XX5, whatever, 25th anniversary miniseries, omnibus, one big massive collection. Will Eisner's comics and sequential art. This is a new updated version of that. Dawn of X. This is all those X-Men #1s all in one book. Sonic the Hedgehog, volume. Where'd it go? Who cares? Big Black Stand at Attica. I don't know about this. It looks cool. The guy's name's Big Black. Arrow, Volume 1, issues 1 through 6.
First issue, that was beautiful.
Beautiful. Dr. Aphra, Volume 7. I think this is the end of that. Maybe there's one more after that. I don't know anything. I just throw trades around. Age of Conan, Valeria. I read this. This was pretty good. And finally, Star Wars Target Vader. My friend Padre said this was really good, and I trust Padre with my soul.
First up, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 39. This is a fun one. J. Jonah Jameson is trying to launch his podcast, and his first person is going to be Spider-Man, and that goes just horribly wrong. The writing is always solid with this. It is spectacular. It's something you should be reading. And I had a lot of fun with it. Check it out.
All right, guys. First up, we have Nebula, #1. This story was kind of cool. Nebula's quite crazy and violent in this. If you're used to a more movie-centric, little nicer version of Nebula, this is not that, although it looks like that version of Nebula. Essentially, what Nebula is doing is she found some guy made a supercomputer kind of thing. She wants to steal it and plug it into her brain. Why is this a thing? Because this will increase her probability. She will be able to analyze scenarios hypercritically and then make the best decisions while eliminating targets. It doesn't go well for her once it's in her head, and she gets beat up a lot. Other people get beat up a lot. This thing has legs. I'm curious to see where it goes, but yeah, it was an interesting story. Check it out.
Next up on the heels of Spider-Man, we have Gwen Stacy issue number 1. This book doesn't need to be made. The whole concept of the book is Gwen Stacy is one of the most pivotal characters in Spider-Man. We all loved her. We all were sad about issue 129. Was it 129 or 127? Whatever issue it was where life stopped short. This we don't really care what happens prior to her meeting Spider-Man. However, this is a really good issue. I mean, I was impressed. I the first page, I was like, oh God, please make it stop. Because I was like, I see where this is going, and I want no parts of it. But the art was beautiful, and it kept me going. And I ended up really liking the story a lot, to the point where I might actually check out the rest of the issues to see how this goes. Basically, the storyline is going to revolve around Gwen Stacy between the issues of issues 22 to 31 of the original run. So basically, everything leading up to the moment where she meets Peter Parker. It's kind of fun seeing the crisscrossing of their lives on how they could have met several times already, even in this first issue, but didn't. It was like I said, I was surprised. I was not expecting to like this book. I was mad that Marvel made it, but after I read it with Christoph Cage. Sorry, wow. That was a Tim moment. I just butchered all that. And Todd Knock, the art and the writing were fantastic, and I want to read more of it. So pick it up.
All right, gang. Next up, we have Spirits of Ghost Rider, Mother of Demons. Boy, isn't that a mouthful. It's by Ed Brisson. Ed Brisson's really great, and he's writing the main Ghost Rider books, so this ties in loosely with that. What you have is Lilith down in hell, being all mad about Mephisto not being around. You get a little bit of her backstory, which I enjoyed. And then her plotting to overthrow Johnny Blaze. And I won't go into a lot of the details, but this is very good. If you're enjoying the main Ghost Rider run, you should check this out. I just really like what Brisson's been doing. He definitely gets the characters, he gets the mythology, he gets what's come before him. The art's pretty solid. I do like the comic relief of a specific character that I do love. And yeah, this is just solid. And if you haven't seen Lilith in a while, this is a nice update on what she's been doing and who she's been doing that with.
And my pick of the week, it is Batman Pennyworth RIP. This takes place, I mean, spoiler alert, if you didn't know a couple months ago, Alfred died. And it was real. It wasn't like Clayface or something. No, Alfred actually died. Like, they're keeping this in canon. He died, and this is kind of the eulogy portion. This is the whole Bat family getting together and toasting his end, and obviously one of the things that Alfred was kind of the glue that held everybody together, and you're seeing that without that glue, the family's kind of splintering, and it's up to the family to try to bring themselves back together when they've never really had the coping skills to do it on their own, because it's always been Alfred bringing them back. It's a painful story. I almost cried. Like, it was that well written that the ending 2 or 3 panels almost got me. But it's so well written. It's so good. If you're a Batman fan, this is one that you can pick up that you don't have to read anything really of. I mean, it will mention things here and there, and reference some storylines that are going on in other books. Kind of like why this is Rick Grayson and not Dick Grayson. All those things. But man, it is definitely well worth the read, and it's a good one to read. I won't say it's a fun one, because it's very sad, but it's still such a good read. You should pick it up.
All right, my pick of the week, Paul. It's a DC book, Paul. It is Superman Heroes, Paul. I don't know why I'm just talking to you. You're over there. It's weird. Yeah, but this was really fun. This was Superman Heroes #1, probably of one. This is Superman and Lois Lane reacting and plotting what to do next now that Clark Kent is well known to be Superman. There's a lot of cool kind of interactions. There's not a lot of action in this one, but it's a lot of setup for where that action will likely come from, including some things with Lex Luthor. But I enjoyed a lot of the back and forth. The art changes a bunch. I guess some people might not like that. There's a really dark art style. I'm not going to look at who it is. There's 75 names on this thing. But the scenes between Wonder Woman and Batman kind of just having tea together, which may not sound great to you, but kind of, you know, Diana kind of calls him out on his crap, and it's pretty fun. But fire truck. Fire truck.
You're waiting for it.
Yep. You can just leave that in, Paul. We'll work through the fire truck. Make editing easy on you. Fire truck. Anyways, the book was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. He asked a lot of the members of the Justice League what they think. Swamp Thing maybe had the best remarks. And if you just want kind of something fun and simple, read this. Bendis writes it really well. I think he's been doing a pretty good job on all his Superman stuff. I don't think it's for everybody, but I like it, so there you go. This is worth a one-and-done kind of read. Alright, gang, that's the end of the video. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I want to say happy birthday to my son, Edwin. His birthday was yesterday, but it's today because we're recording today. Who cares? He's not even going to watch this. But whatever, I did it. I was a responsible parent. I said a thing. I showed human emotion, Paul.
I mean,
I'm not known for it.
it's okay. You're allowed to.
I guess. It's dumb. Anyways, that's the end. You going to promote anything? Where are you going to be?
We'll be at KatsuCon this weekend.
KatsuCon, I saw Paul working on, what was it, a shield?
Yeah.
It was a big shield. It's huge.
Really big shield. That wasn't even all of it. That was so much more of it, too.
Is that going to be is it going to be like 5 feet tall? Is it going to dwarf the girl using it?
No, it's mine.
Oh, it's yours.
Yeah.
It's going to dwarf you?
Pretty close.
Nice. That video is still up on your Twitch, isn't it? Does it save? So if you go to Team Ashen's Twitch, you can see Paul working on this. It's the rub and buff, right? The rub and buff and the...
My wrist still hurts.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. You can learn about cosplay. You can see me drunkenly harass him on the chat. I do that a lot. And then he plays Dauntless, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you just fight dinosaurs and you punch them in the nether regions, as far as I can tell.
It's really not.
That's all I see people doing. They're like, oh, we got to punch them in the nether regions.
It just happens to be the safest spot to stand.
I wouldn't think it would be. I really wouldn't think it would be. I wouldn't want to be there. I think your stratagem is all wrong.
Well, I mean, if you were like fighting a T-Rex, like where would the best place to be? Like right between his legs.
Running in the other direction.
Well, no, if you had to fight him.
No.
It'd be like underneath his legs.
I'd just tell him to eat
between
me.
his feet and his tail. Just stand right there.
No. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Anyways, I'm not going to bore you people with this anymore. Thank you for watching. Go to KatsuCon, see Paul, cough on him, get him real sick.
Don't do that.
Just cough right into his mouth.
Just don't.
He loves it.
See the rest of the team. We'll all be there.
Cough in their mouths as well.
Don't do that either.
Just say hello. Just like ask them to like do an impression or something. Cough right in their mouth.
Just, please don't.
Ask them to hit a high note and then cough right in their mouth. They love it. They love it. They love it. I hope somebody does it.
I hope they don't.
I hope you do it.
I really don't.
Cough right on them.
Please don't.
Give him a big ol' hug and cough on him.
Just don't.
Cough on Paul at least. He'll have a shield. You got to be wily. You got to follow around, maybe to the nether regions. That's the weak point. And then cough on him when he turns around.